My name is Kel'el Ware. My mom, she gave me the name and she named me after Superman.
Blocked by Ware! That was the kryptonite from Kel'el.
Our superhero, our Superman, Kel'el Ware.
I'm more of a chill guy, laid back.
What's up?
Hello there. Well, what's up with you, son?
Nothing much. I'm excited right now. A lot of emotions going through me right now.
I was always in the gym every day, putting in the work, in the weight room, get stronger. I knew my time would come eventually.
Ware leaving him breathless here in Miami.
I can't wait to see how I look in a couple years. The sky's the limit.
If you could point to one area that you want to really focus on in the gym this summer, one specific skill, what comes to your mind?
I'm gonna still say, getting stronger. It was getting stronger, before the season started. It's still getting stronger, until I get to that point, then it's gonna continue to be getting stronger. So.
With the 15th pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select Kel'el Ware from Indiana University.
Draft night, it was, just a wave of emotions, started all the way playing in third grade, all of the memories, just thinking about all the games that I played, all the games that I went through, so a couple tears came down from me and my mom's face. So, she was the main person that was in my corner, all of those years, me playing basketball, me, just going through the whole process. She was the one taking me everywhere. And just spending the most time and putting all of the effort into me so I could be, where I am now. So I feel like it was more of the same feeling for both of us. It was happy tears though, I would say, just that, the grind paid off.
Man, I'm so happy, bro.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God. I'm finna be in that bitch with Bam.
Man.
Hey, Heat Nation. My name is Kel'el Ware. I'll be in Miami soon. Can't wait to, be in the environment, be outside, be on the court, and be around you guys. So go Heat.
What was going through your mind when you were actually up on the stage, put on the hat?
I got to cherish it. I had to cherish it. So that's why I sit there and looked at the hat for a little bit. I was like, just got to look at it, embrace it, enjoy it. Because now I'm finna be back to work. You got to start over, square root, zero.
You mentioned earlier that you haven't had an NBA jersey, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've got a Heat one here for you. Doesn't have a number just
yet. That was
yet.
it. And the only thing is missing is the... Yeah, okay.
I know there's a lot of pressure. I don't expect you to pick out, but look that over and start thinking about.
Wait, which ones is the
ones that have names or red are not available. Number one is retired.
Okay. Wait, so I could do 7?
Is it blank? Yep.
Oh yeah, that's it then. I'm gonna do 7.
7?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I used to wear 7 when I growing up playing basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Knowing how Miami is perceived, their player development program, the work they put guys through, what is your feelings about going there and how do you think you will mesh with that?
I mean, all of them is hard working. They push their players, past their limits, and I feel like that's the best place for me.
What's up? What's up?
Hello there. Well, what's up with you, son?
Nothing much. I'm excited right now. A lot of emotions going through me right now.
Well, we were excited, when you came in for the workout and what you did that day. From that day on, we've been zeroing in on you. It really is a talent, positional move. We think you can play with Bam. That's important, play the both of you together. And, you just have so many great qualities, I think, for us. And I like that one word that you said, I'm going to work my ass off when I get there tomorrow. The next day, well, we're gonna make you do that. Okay?
Oh, you trust me. I'm willing to give everything I got and more. So you don't got to worry about that.
You got it, man. Okay, you have a good night.
Oh, you too.
Okay, Kel'el.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
I just spoke to Pat Riley. Yeah. Pretty exciting.
How I felt once I got off that plane, you know, after draft night, it was, I mean, I'm here now, so you know, this is where the work, you know, finally starts.
I'm feeling great, you know, especially to be down here. I'm from Arkansas, so I'm kind of used to the heat already, but you know, I'm ready to get to work.
Yes, sir. Welcome to Miami Heat. Appreciate it. Yeah. Dang, you're even bigger now than you seemed last week. Come on.
How are you, sir?
Doing good.
Nice to see you. Congrats. Welcome. We heard that you've never owned an NBA jersey before, so it's your first one. You do now.
Oh, this is hard. Holding my first NBA jersey, I would say it was definitely greater than, I guess, hearing my name being called. I mean, it's, you know, my last name was stitched on the back, so, you know, that's how you know it's official.
No, it's definitely a dream come true. Yeah.
Journey of 1,000 miles starts with your first step, and we want to welcome Kel'el to this first step with the Miami Heat.
They're not going to have a rookie sitting around just because. If you're ready, they're going to put you out there. How nice is that to know?
I mean, that's lovely, you know. All you got to do is just put in the work, and like Hamid did, and I'll be in the right position that I need to be in.
As soon as I got here, they wanted to start working, and so, you know, I was down with that. So, you know, I was ready to come, you know, put in that work. Summer League was fun. Not even just because, you know, basketball-wise, just because of the guys I was with. I feel like I built a connection with those guys. Through those Summer League games, you know, being with them, especially after losing the first game to San Francisco.
The Dubs get it done 105-66 over Miami.
So I feel like that kind of, you know, built a bond in itself on the court. Our chemistry has definitely gotten way stronger, you know, and our connection with each other comes with, you know, just hanging out with each other and always talking to each other to, you know, get better, and so we're not, you know, making many mistakes on the court. And I would say that's definitely, you know, helped us a lot, and we definitely, you know, gel together.
You gotta let it go, man.
Drops it home, easy money for Kel'el Ware.
The patience there, though.
What were you working on as far as your game when you were at Summer League?
I mean, just trying to, you know, mainly, you know, get stronger. You know, I know what I'm able to do on the court. So it's, you know, just staying consistent, you know, trying to, you know, rebound the ball, you know, just get the feel of the game back, you know, try to get the gist of how, you know, the NBA flow is.
Ware for three, it's good.
And that's one of the things that makes Kel'el Ware special. He can step out and knock it down from three. Alongside Bam, he can be a problem.
I would say it was more ups than it was downs. Well, for us at least. I feel like we had our down moment quick, but then that's because, you know, we were a new team. We just had to gel with each other. We just had to get used to it. And then once we got used to it and figured out, like, you know, each other played, it was just fun from there.
And it's Ware winning that battle. And Ware caught a body, all 7'5" of Sharp.
My highlight of Summer League was when Pele hit the game winner. I would say that. I mean, because that's when, you know, we won the championship after that.
Guarded by Pippen. Shot clock at 12. Ware with the screen. Larson keeps the bounce. Running shot is good. And Miami wins it. Kel'el Larson gets it done for the Heat.
I was like, I mean, it all comes down to the final point because, you know, that's the point that it was in the game. And, you know, Pele hit it, and it's a photo out there somewhere where it's me and Pele just yelling. That was a crazy moment. I was happy for him, too. I was happy for the whole team.
2024 champion. Everybody doing number one? Got it. There you go. That's easy. We don't three control six. 1, 2, 3.
Anytime I hear about Heat culture, that's all I hear about it. You know, just championships and trying to bring that back. So being able to start my career off with a championship is definitely, I guess, you know, something I got, you know, tip my hat to. Training camp was definitely, you know, more of a test, I would say, just because you know how it is, you know, the 2 days, getting there, grinding, you know, trying to figure it out as a team and, just pick it up all in general. So I feel like that was It was something that I was looking forward to, and you know, it kind of was, you know, what I was expecting. At training camp, I work with, you know, Malik, Bam, UD, you know, Kevin Love, you know, just anybody who, you know, was in that category of that could help me out offensive, defensively, just in, you know, in the post position, in the big position that was able to, you know, help me learn the game more.
At training camp, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of moving parts. So, you know, I just try to tell them, you know, just figure it out as you go. Understanding you got to be ready at any moment, any possession. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready. And that was really the first message.
I think it's just tremendous for Kel'el at 20 years old to have a mentor like UD, but also Bam. UD mentored the next mentor, and now they're both able to use their superpowers to help him, and that's why we think we have the infrastructure to be able to help a young big like him succeed.
They always just taught me to, you know, all you gotta do is go out there and just play your hardest. You play your hardest and just play, you know, through the flow of the game, then it's gonna find you. Like, you don't have to try to force anything. It's what you did was big on the rebound, so that's what him and K Love. I say I could say that part for the rebounding, but at Bam wise, it's just, you know, he always say, you know, just play to your height, play your 7 foot. So, you know, just, you know, use that to your advantage. Once training camp ended, that's more of the rugged days, I guess you could say. But and then after that, that's when, you know, the real hoops start. It's time to, you know, actually, you know, get in and, you know, get down. Once the season first started, the first couple months were, I would say they were definitely challenging, not playing, but I was always in the gym though. I was always in the gym with Malik. I was always in the weight room with you, getting stronger, you know, staying to it. That was literally like every day. Like, no matter we had a game, didn't have a game. I mean, I was in the gym, you know, getting better, trying to, you know, work on my game, work on my craft.
Stay down, stay down. Good work, good work. Did it, done.
The hardest part, I would say, was the physicalness that your body goes through, putting in the work every day like that, and, you know, being in the weight room every day like that. But it all pays off, and your body, you know, molds into, you know, something better and something strong.
You know, it's trying to get him up to the rigors in training every day and keeping your mind into it, and the mental part where you have to be prepared when your number's called.
I was working, you know, putting the ball on the floor a little bit more, you know, like attacking off the dribble, you know, working on my shot, working on defending, being able to, you know, move my feet, being able to, you know, eventually get to the switching 1 through 5. Like, it was never just like a specific thing that we worked on. We literally worked on everything.
He's a great kid. He really wants to be good. He brings the right approach every day. He's super coachable, and you can get on him. You know, when he needs to get on, he wants that.
Keep going, man. Keep going. Good job keeping the game moving. You know what I mean? Yeah.
When my time finally came, it helped me be more ready when it did come. In December, I went to Sioux Falls for 2 games.
The G League debut for Kel'el Ware. And now the finish. 4-on-3, Kel'el Ware. Yes, sir.
It definitely helped me out more than what I thought it would, just because I got to be around with some of the guys. And just being able to go down there and work on my game, you know, because I wasn't playing. Going down there, I got to work on my game, you know, gain my confidence back a little bit. It helped me, you know, kickstart things more.
Couple of spins for Kel'el Ware and a soft touch. Young for 3. Oh, it's blocked by Ware.
You just have to accept, you know, the role that you're in, and just putting in work. I mean, because I knew my time would come eventually. So it was like, I'm, you know, keep my head down, work, and then once my time come, then, you know, I just hit the ground running that way. The moment when I was gonna get my first start in the NBA, in my head, I was like, okay, you know, I'm ready for this. So it comes game time. If I see my face up there, like in the start lineup.
Damn, they got me up there?
Starting the show.
I'm like, okay, this is real. This is where, you know, I put in all this work for it. All I gotta do is just keep up what I'm doing, and I can stay here.
Do you remember that game at all?
That was the Trailblazers game, right?
it was Trailblazers game, you had 20 and 15.
Dang, okay. Well, yeah, I guess I played good.
Ware, he'll step up, swoop it up, miss it, get it back and throw it down.
Kel'el. Kaboom. Well, the more you see, the more we like. Ware gets it, pick and roll, and slam. Oh, did he fly through the sky? Wow.
I've been playing the game of basketball for a long time. Well, I can't really say a long time. She's been playing way longer than me, but I've been playing since 3rd grade. So, with me is, going out there doing what I do, and, the ball will eventually find you. And you just gotta have the will to win. I waited my whole life for to be able to start an NBA game. I felt great. I felt like I went out there, I made an impact. I feel like I did what I needed to do. And it's still always, more work to be done. It still is now.
He listens, he soaks everything up. Every time he comes out the game, he learns something. He's only gonna get better. I'm just really excited to see him grow.
I feel like now I'm able to play more through the flow of the game, playing more of like the right way too, finding my teammates, get my teammates open, and just learning more about the guys that I'm on the court with, and just learning like how they like to come off the screen, or like what shots they like taking, and just where to put the ball at. So now it's more chemistry to it.
Screen right from Ware, he'll use it, drive, go off the lob. Yeah, you gotta beware. Somebody's coming alive in front of our eyes, people.
After a very impressive January on Tuesday, Heat big man Kel'el Ware was named the Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month.
Winning Rookie of the Month, it meant a little something, just because I did go from not playing to finally being able to showcase what I can do, and that I can help the team. It helped me to want to keep going, and want to get better and just be a better version of myself on the court.
Kel'el Ware clobbering in another dunk. Well, he's fun to watch.
Kel'el, since we spoke to you on draft night, Bam was in here yesterday, and he mentioned how he's looking very forward to having you at his side. Does that encourage you? Does that put pressure on you?
No, it doesn't put a lot of pressure on me. I would say it encourages me.
Bam went to the floor to get it. Ware crushed it. Oh, there they are again, that big man duo for Miami.
Playing alongside Bam has been great, I would say. Just having him been able to be help side anytime, I'm guarding the big, or, that allows him to, like I say, free roam.
30 seconds to go. Halliburton on the drive, kicks it out. Bam, rips it away.
Or he could be guarding the big, and I could be, somewhere free roaming if I'm able to help. And he also helps me. Like if I am boxing out the big, I don't have to worry about another guard trying to get the rebound, because I know Bam will be down there to grab the rebound.
It can be a weapon. You can definitely throw off other teams, and to have bigs that can pass like that to one another, find one another, that's a luxury in this league.
The lob to Ware for the dunk.
When do you know the lob is coming?
Whenever the ball is in there.
If that ain't a rookie answer, I don't know what is.
Anytime, I either make like a mistake or, like a little, petty foul, that, he would always tell me about you're 7 foot, use it to your advantage.
He has no ceiling. He's a young big with athleticism. Obviously, he can block shots. He can run the floor. He can create his own shot. Sometimes he makes something out of nothing.
Here comes Ware. Unbelievable!
That was a 7-footers, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, and a rookie at that.
The more you play, the more comfortable you'll get out there on the court, and I feel like I'm getting to that stage now of just being more comfortable out there, knowing where to be, knowing where how things need to go, certain times on the clock. Just learning, time and space.
Once you go from learning player development, now it's applying, what you're doing each and every day, and trying to build the habits, in game now, which is what you want as a young guy. You want to be on the floor.
Ware in the contest, catches the lob, throws it down from Wiggins, feeding the big fella as soon as he gets on the wall.
You can trust him, to compete and to try to do the right things. He's a glass eater. He finds his way, around the basket too for, these really important relief points, for us.
Lob for Kel'el. He gets it back. Hammered it down on Saar. Well, that had to feel good. Anderson Driving on Lowry. Ware hammered it down.
What do you think is the common theme in turning the corner right now for the team?
I mean, just staying gel together, just staying with each other, just staying locked in, as a group, and just, wanting to come out here and get the win and compete. Heading into my first postseason, I'm really looking forward to just how I guess grimy it's going to get. I'm looking for the competition to be there and just be able to, get out the mud.
We have an opportunity, but it's going to be competitive, and that's what I'm looking forward to see.
When somebody's going to go home if they don't win this game, you are officially in the postseason.
With everybody, trying to fight for that, that title and, just wanting to win. You're going to have to bring it every game.
The lob to Ware, went up there, missed it with the left hand, tapped it back with the right.
Andrew Wiggins up top. Ware getting the rookie involved.
It's always something, just look back on and, figure out what I got to do better at it, get better at it, and, just improve on that in the offseason.
Wiggins, a little bully ball, follow jam. Kel'el Ware with a throwdown.
Looking back on my rookie season, I'm gonna say it sums up as a lot of ups and downs, I would say, but I'm definitely proud of how, I came out of it, like I said, from the not playing at the beginning to, always still putting in work, showing up, not letting that get to me, just showing up and, wanting to get better, wanting to, compete and wanting to, show, what I can do. I feel like I know what I can become. And as long as, I stick to it, keep my head down and just continue to work, get stronger, and I just want to be able to, just show what I can do. When my career is over, I would say I would want people to say that he was a monster out there.